We begin on a political night, and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition now claims its presidential candidate in the last year's general election, Raila Odinga, won by over 8 million votes, flooring President William Ruto, who they say got a paltry 5 million votes. Now, the coalition, in a statement read by the Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, alleges it has received exclusive documentation from a named whistleblower at the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, who they say claims that results from 144 constituencies across the country were altered in favor of President William Ruto. Meanwhile, a section of Azimio leaders have been angered by President Ruto's claims yesterday that there was a plot to abduct and, of course, kill immediate former IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati.
After lying low for some time, Azimio leaders appear to have been pricked by President Ruto's claims that there was a plot to abduct and kill Wafula Chebukati in a bid to rig the August 9 polls in favor of Azimio leader Raila Odinga. In a brief statement delivered by the Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, Azimio claimed the coalition had received information from a whistleblower from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, who claims the Azimio candidate won by 57% of the total votes cast.
What has been verified so far shows that Raila won the elections with 8,170,355 votes, representing 57.53% of the votes cast by that when that verification was done. Ruto got 5,915,973 votes, representing 41.66% of the votes.
Azimio further argues that the results transmitted in JPEG picture format at the constituency tallying center were intercepted and chained to portable document file PDF by persons from the IT department at IEBC who had access to the back office of the results transmission system.
At one point, 144 constituencies had their results verified. And often at times, those results are far from the results that were announced by IEBC.
The whistleblower's account is published by one Jeffrey Smith. The claims by Kioni are similar to what was presented before the Supreme Court, to which judges dismissed as hot air. Azimio further says that Form 34Bs from 46 constituencies were never transmitted between 9th and 27th August 2022. The whistleblower adds that some constituencies transmitted their results twice.
Most of the manipulation that was done happened within the Mount Kenya region. We wanted the information available to us during the case so that they could have helped us during the case. IEBC refused to open the servers.
Kioni spoke just one day after the president revisited incidents surrounding the release of presidential results at Bomas of Kenya. The remarks during Chebukati's last day in office have angered opposition leaders.
Set up a commission of inquiry and make sure that whoever wanted to do that is taken to task. You know, when you bring up a commission of inquiry, there is nothing which will be left. You know, there will be no stone left unturned. Everything will be inquired. And I've said, extend it further to, you know, to 2017.
Can the president name and shame these people? Let him come out and say, so-and-so wanted to abduct Chebukati. Personally, I called Kibicho and told Kibicho to arrest Chebukati for bungling elections because we had evidence of elections being bungled. But they were not considered at the court.
MPs have further backed calls for the formation of a commission of inquiry to probe the 2022 elections, with a rider that these should be extended to past presidential elections where claims of rigging were made. Raila Odinga, who is on a trip to South Africa, has on several occasions threatened to reveal how elections were allegedly stolen during the August 9th, 2022 elections. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News, Nairobi.
Well, stick around.